In 1913, the United States created a new player in the money game, the Federal Reserve. The Fed was ostensibly designed to stabilize the banking system, manage the currency, and act as a lender of last resort. But it also marked a major shift. Soon after its formation, the supply of US dollars was managed not by the amount of gold in vaults, but by a central institution with enormous influence. It was formed just in time for chaos. In 1914, World War I erupted. Most major currencies, including the dollar, were still technically on the gold standard, meaning paper money could be exchanged for gold. But as the war dragged on, governments needed money fast, and printing paper was a lot easier than mining gold. One by one, countries suspended gold convertibility to fund the war effort. Inflation soared as a result. After the war, many nations tried to return to gold, but confidence was fragile. Then came the Great Depression, and with it, another blow to the gold standard. In 1933, President Roosevelt issued Executive Order 6102, making it illegal for Americans to own gold coins, bullion, or certificates. This was not the first, nor would it be the last time the United States changed the value of the currency. Gold was purchased for $20.67 an ounce, and later revalued at $35 an ounce, an effective devaluation of 41% relative to gold. If we fast forward to the end of World War II, global leaders realized the financial system needed a complete overhaul. That overhaul was orchestrated in a quiet resort town called Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. In 1944, representatives from 44 nations gathered to design a new monetary order, one that would rebuild the global economy and hopefully avoid the monetary chaos that contributed to 2 world wars. Their solution was to peg most currencies to the US dollar and peg the dollar itself to gold, fixed at $35 an ounce. Countries could exchange their dollars for gold, which would theoretically keep dollar printing in check. Why the dollar? It's simple. By the end of World War II, the United States had the world's most powerful economy and most of the world's gold. Bretton Woods created a financial system built on the dollar and gave birth to institutions like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank to promote global trade and stability. For a few decades, it worked. Exchange rates were fixed, international trade flourished. But behind the scenes, familiar cracks appeared. The US printed more dollars than it had gold to back them. Countries like France took notice and started sending naval ships to America to exchange their growing dollar reserves for gold. The system was under strain, and by the late 1960s it was clear Bretton Woods couldn't last. In the next episode, we'll see what happened when the United States finally abandoned the gold standard altogether, and how that decision still echoes through every dollar in your pocket today. From central banks to confiscated gold, the rules of money were already bending long before Bretton Woods. But when the US finally abandoned gold altogether, that wasn't bending, that was breaking. Hit subscribe and join us for the next episode where we'll cover the Nixon shock and the petrodollar era.